Hey guys, welcome back to ESL TV for the Battlefield, or the ESL One Battlefield 4 fall season. We're into our second semifinal of the day. It's the cup number 1 here. This sickness is killing me right now. I'm really starting to lose it a little bit. But either way, we're going to be getting underway with our second game. It's going to be MhSV up against MhSV. Of course, MYM, they did win Season 1. Unfortunately, haven't really been able to form lately, though, in this season. So I'm going to drop you into game here as we do start this one off. We will have a map pool of Operation Locker chosen by MhSV. Dawnbreaker, and then Siege of Shanghai if we do need a third map. MhSV will be on the Russian side, and MhSV will be on the US side here. Let's say they start this one off. Looks like we will have a 2-man push onto the C flag on the outside. MhSV just kind of watching for the cross, but look at this. MhSV playing very passive. Kind of just sitting back, waiting for their moment to shine here, and waiting for their moment to start to push out, or honestly waiting for MhSV to be a little bit aggressive here, but either way, doing some good damage with that right there, as you can see, banishing. But either way, they have C, they have B. There's a back respawn coming in, though, out of Punch Rule. And I'm going to lance for you guys at home who are not familiar with either of these teams. MhSV, is actually, for me, is a new team in this one. We have Mr. Smooth, Banshee, Rami J, Mr. Nevax, and Tiu. We actually did see them last season, I believe, towards the end, a little bit more. And, of course, MhSV, we have Safe, Punch Rule, Flax, Waffy, and Oscar Wow. So it looks like Ducky-chan is either Oscar or they are playing with another man here. But either way, we'll see how this one's going to go. I'd say on paper you would say MhSV should win this one, just because of their past performances and such. Right now, MhSV making them work for it. As you can see, it's a 2-flag hold with A and C. And they're just waiting. They're playing very passive. They're just waiting for MhSV to push into their area, into their territory before they pick up a couple of kills. But Waffy get a nice little 2-piece. Does allow the push in towards that A flag. And let's see. Well, there was one man there to defend it. But, well, he didn't stay alive much longer. But look at this. If Flax would just push out into C, which he looks like he's going to do from the backside here, he's not going to be really spotted. I mean, I think it's been known. Rami knows he's there. But he's not able to contest it. Not able to stop them from really capping it over. So it will be a little bit of a trade. They will pick up B for losing C. And then you get the cap on A here, and MhSV starting to get a little bit of control finally. They're only down quite a few tickets here in this one. And it could just get worse if obviously time goes on. But you can see Banshee just sitting by the metal detectors waiting. We'll have one man actually charge straight into him, picks up the kill on the Waffy. Maybe waiting for a second man to push out. He knows there's another man in there, and there's actually a big fight breaking out towards the C flag here. As you can see, Tiu push up, and we'll spot that one man. But a nice shot comes out of Punch Roll, cleans that up. Not to mention Mr. Navax going down in the backside on top of that. But Banshee's still there, still sticking around, still trying to maybe pick up a kill or two. But it's taken on finally, though, from Oscar as he pushes out of that infirmary area. And MhSV as well, they should potentially start to pick up a little bit of a lead here. Rami, unfortunately, going to go down to Punch Rule. I'd say that's a kill he definitely should have had. Unfortunately, wasn't able to secure. And now you can see Oscar, well, he's looking for maybe pushing a B here. He's going to get flanked from the backside. He will pick up the kill yet again, though. He's currently sitting at 4-3 in this one. And he's just buying a lot of time. He's forcing, what, 1, potentially 2 people back towards him to really deal with him. Tiu, though, going to go in from the upper side and try to push in towards this A flag. He just put out the men back on the actual side, but Safe will push out straight into it. And unfortunately, he will be dropped. So if he just played a little bit more passive, that actually might have been a nice little bit of a hold here. But they're going to actually lose C. They're going to lose A. And we're seeing a tri-cap actually come in here. Mr. Nevax, unfortunately, he will not survive long enough at that C flag to pick it up here. But nonetheless, they've been able to get control of A here. They still have control of B. And honestly, they're looking pretty good here so far in this one. Alright, so Rami obviously knows it's being taken over. And he's able to pick up at least 1 or 2 kills right there. Allow him to maintain the hold, or actually maybe take it back here in a split second. As you can see, we'll have 2 men push out towards C. In the meantime, Punch Rule looks like he might try to defend here. Let's actually tag along with him for a little bit, see exactly what he's going to be going for. Spots 1 man out to the right. Doesn't go for the shot, though. And now to spot the man on top on the helipad, and we'll trade 1 for 1 there. So C going to be neutral now, as MhSV is able to push their way in towards that B flag and secure that. So right now they have basically a tri-cap, just it's a 2-0. So either way, they're getting a nice little bit of a bleed coming in here against this MhSV squad. Nice 2 shots comes in. Actually, Nevex is the one to clean up the kills, but does get the assist there with suppression. And now that should open up this A flag potentially. I don't know. You see Mr. Nevex actually dueling out with one person. Not sure who that is. Actually, it is Oscar. He's just going to back away. He's going to give up A. He's going to go for the cap onto B. And look at these back spawns coming in by Punchroll. This is perfect for them. And as long as they can pick up the 1v1 on Banshee on outside, which they do, they should have the 2-1 back for themselves and even be able to maintain it for quite a while. As you see, obviously, MhSV back on the respawns. Alright. Oscar again, just waiting, playing very patient. Actually, the entire side of MhMaker is playing very patient. They're actually holding some dedicated spots here, and you're seeing, well, a back spawn come in for Banshee. Ooh, he's gonna be heard running. I believe he's been heard. But where did MYM go? They're still here. They're just not really looking for him just yet. Punchroll, I believe, might have picked up the kill. It's just smoothly going to go down as well. Oscar in the backside, able to pick up the kill on Nevex. Actually, he finally was able to secure that one after a little bit. And again, force them on a little bit of a random respawn. They could potentially hit this A flag if they want to. Safe, pushed up, watching jail side. And Flax watching from, well, a hill that you wouldn't really expect. But he will pick up one kill. Looking for number 2 as well here. Unfortunately, can't secure it with that Ace 23, but might have another go on it. Does spot him in the back, and we'll have teammates helping out as well here. So they will clean that one up. Get C back under their control. And they will lose on A, but again, Oscar playing very defensive, still sitting here. And we'll spot out that first man. Unfortunately, won't connect. Won't get the second one either. He doesn't have any nades left to throw here, but just has some respawns coming in. Does get one kill, is able to back away. AEK doing some work, and I believe he's going to jump up again, isn't he? Nah. He's just going to get pushed, and Banshee will go down. So MYM, after, being down quite a few tickets, that was at 30 or 40, they're actually ahead by 40 at this point. And they're going to come out with this first half with a giant lead of about potentially 80 tickets. Honestly, it's not over just yet. Oscar, again, I really want to know who he is. Like, I'm actually going to ask him after this half finishes if that's Ducky Chan, but he's at 14-4 for his team. Punchroll at 12-6. He's playing like he's Ducky Chan. I'll definitely give him that here. And of course, Safe, probably one of the loudest Battlefield players that you'll see in an offline event. I think he loses his voice every single time because of how much screaming he does. But look at this, every time MhMakers pick up a couple of kills, they still play safe, they play passive. Anytime MhSV lose a couple of players, they stop pushing, they stop being aggressive, and right now it's working out very well for MYM. They haven't really dropped a ticket in quite a long time. You can see though, Rami come from the backside, gets cleaned up by Flax. Cleaned up by Safe right there. And Tue trying to go for the cap, but he's going to be pushed on by Safe in just a second. We'll around the corner, we'll spot him, and we'll stop the cap from going over either way. And now still sitting on 84 tickets. They haven't lost one, I feel like, a minute. And that's very rare to do. Alright, so here we go. Here's the respawns that will break this defense. And completely random with this one coming in from the backside. But again, 9 tickets left to go here. They need to get the 2 caps somewhere. And it looks like they will get a tri-cap potentially here in just a split second. They should send 1 man off towards this A flag here from MhMakers. But they're still committing to this push. They're committing to holding this off. And yeah, as you can see, they're not really winning on this one. They're trying to bring the fight to MhSV. And all they have to do is just win one more battle. And they will have secured themselves a nice giant lead here in this first half. And well, unfortunately, MhSV, they did lose a man. I'm not sure if that was just recent. I actually wasn't even looking at that until now. But that is unfortunate. Either way, they're holding it 2-1. They should know that this A flag should be wide open, yet they're not really going for it. It's taken them a long time to kind of realize it, to make the call. And it looks like it will be up to Rami to defend this. Spots out 2 men. Going to actually flank around Infirmary side and try to stop this cap from happening. And we'll spot out 1, gets 2. And they'll hold on for a little bit longer here. MhSV, with only 4 players, are really pulling a lot of tickets off of MhMakers here. And they're even losing C in the meantime. MhMakers can't seem to close out this this first half, and it looks like they only have a 60-ticket lead into the second. And again, I mean, still, 60 is quite a bit, but they had over 80 at one point in that one. And still, they have been unable to lock this one down. 1 ticket remaining. A flag will be capped over, it looks like. And that will be MhMakers picking up a 62-ticket advantage. And now, obviously, going into the second half in just a few seconds is Oscar Ducky. Okay, so he's not Ducky Chen. Alright, so he's a new member of the team. Alright. Oh, it's Seo. Sorry, I have to be mean to them because I met them in person. Just to kind of laugh at them. Alright, so they have Seo on the team. Alright, so we're kicking off here the second half, I believe, with this one. I'm not sure if everyone at MhSV is back in the game or not. We'll find out here. I should probably get rid of that so you don't see the language. But they will be swapping sides, obviously. Let's see, MhMaker should be on the US side now. MhSV over on the Russian side. And I believe we're live. I want to check. But I'm just going to let it sit here because I'm assuming it's going to be. And I guess by the way they start off the game, we'll actually be able to tell instead of having to see the words that were said a little bit earlier. Alright guys, so potentially the second half of the first game coming up. MhSV is down 62 tickets here in the first half. And the second map will be on Dawnbreaker. Of course, third map, if we do need it, will be Siege of Shanghai. The first time we're going to see Dawnbreaker today, which will be kind of refreshing, a little bit nice. And we'll see, obviously, an early 2-1 here if Control can make it in towards C quick enough for Meet Your Makers. And again, 62 tickets is not hard to come back from if you're MhSV here. Just takes a couple of really good holds out of Meet Your Makers, which you've seen they can do, to secure themselves a first map victory here and get into the grand finals of Cut Number 1, which, thinking back to last season, I think maybe once they got into the finals, but actually, no, they didn't. There's no way they did. No, there's no way they did. They came through in a pretty low seed, I believe. They haven't really been able to get this far in quite a long time, and it looks like Seo on the team is definitely helping out. Looks like they're performing better as a team. It looks like they will have an early 2-1 here. And a 1-for-1 trade here between Oscar or Seo and Banshin. And now the back respawn's coming in. Nevax should be like a control of B here in the meantime. This is going to force a move out of Meet Your Makers. Look at this. He's actually coming completely behind. And now Punchroll, you know, he's a little bit angry off of that one. But then again, Flax still on this spot. He was on this hill almost the entire game last half. And he's going to keep doing it. If it's working, why fix it? And, well, MYM are cleaning up quite a few kills here. It's currently at 3-6 in favor of MYM. I read it in the wrong order. And Banshin again running the engineer class here. Let's just tune in with him really quickly. He was doing the guided missiles a little bit earlier on. That wasn't working out too well, but he definitely did do a little bit of damage with it in that first half, which is, I guess, one of the contributing factors of them getting that lead that they did have in the beginning. Around a corner, pick up a quick kill onto Wafi. Wow. Those spots are good out of MhSV. They just keep comes down looking right at the guy every time. Let's see. Looks like they might go for the cap on a B here. And they should be able to secure it here. But actually, no, Meet Your Maker, sorry, they actually went out in the firefight. Meet Your Maker's going to pick up the 2-1 and maintain it for a little bit longer. 62 is that magic number, and already MhSV are down to 115. Not a lot of tickets left to play with here. And they need to do something about this. Every time I go to someone, it seems, they just die. And now Rami, the last man standing in his team. It's a really bright sun right there. He's looking for Flax, and well, Flax isn't right there. He's not at that spot he's looking at. Wow, he's taking his time. Instead, he's going to back away and just head towards Snake, so... Thing is, right now, they have like 40 tickets left to work with, technically like 37. You need decisive moves. You can't sit here and be like, all right, should I go? Should I not go? You need to figure it out. You need to be able to make that call Because right now you don't have a lot of tickets to play with. They could get tri-cap if Safe can hold on to this, and he will get actually a 1-for-1 trade, so stay neutralized. But either way, they're holding the 2-1, or 2-0, I should say now, and the tickets are just dripping away here from Mutual Makers. And it seems like MhSV just can't get all 5 alive. Every time, they always seem to have a man down when they finally go for a push, and well, it might head over towards this B flag here. 81 tickets now. Less than 20 to go here from Mutual Makers, so before they have secured themselves the first map victory. And this is the final push, which they're still waiting for the respawns to come in. This is their final move here, and if Safe can pick up these kills, it's going to be over for him. And well, he'll get naded by Waffy. And look at this, Sayo just backing away, playing it very safe again. Unfortunately, not really connected onto any shots here. Oh, sees him right there. Gets an easy kill to Mr. Smooth. And that should do it. All right, so 67 tickets to go, but they have the respawns in. They already have the 2-1 against them. And that will be Mutual Makers taking map number 1. We'll be going over to Dawnbreaker in just a few seconds, guys. I'm going to find out if Mutual Makers can take it into 2-0, or if we will see a third map on Siege of Shanghai. And MYM looking like a completely different team than we saw last season. I'll give them that. I think even they'll admit they weren't the best of teams last season, especially through the actual cups. But they're performing a lot better. Looks like Sayo brought a lot of new life into the team. And has been able to make them perform. Alright, so here comes the second map. I was just obviously waiting for that to switch over. But obviously let me know your thoughts. I'll check in with Twitch chat really quickly. And after I say that, I realize there's a minute delay, so it's kind of hard to actually see what you guys are saying. To me, what I'm saying currently. Apparently I'm a scumbag. I can't read chat the entire time, guys, so you can't expect me to like always know who is who when they don't use their names correctly. Let me see, not live, so we'll be waiting a little bit longer. Good thing our admins are there to tell them to get ready. I'm gonna take a quick drink while I have some time here. For some reason, the cast got better when I muted my mic. It was a joke. It was a bad joke. I feel sick, guys. Give me a break. This is hard to do when you have a headache, your eyes hurt. My throat's even starting to hurt a little bit, and my neck is aching pretty bad. But here we go. So, live on restart. And let's see who's on what side. Mutual Makers on the US side. Of course, MhSV over on the Chinese team. And let's see how they start this one off. Are they going in for the boost? Where are they? What? I'm on the wrong side of the map again. Damn it. No, wait, I'm on the right side of the map. Where are they? Oh my god, there's only like one spawned in, so it's really hard for me to see it, apparently. There he is. You idiot, Jason. Okay, so Banshee, the only one actually spawned in here. Huh, so not gonna go for the boost. Looks like they're gonna be lazy. So we're just to see him by himself. It's like, team, help me out. So they're all going to head around towards A. They're all going to rotate out towards this B side now from the back of A. But they will give up the early 2-1. So MYM, I'm more than happy with this so far. And whoever this man is pushing up the side. Punch roll. If he can sneak up and pick up this kill, it'd be huge. This is the MhSV spot that we coined, which maybe we'll see a little bit later on with Epsilon. It's already through to the grand finals. Finally, some frags are coming in. Safe, able to pick up the first one. And it's going to be a little bit of a 2-for-2 trade here, but either way, they're still maintaining B. They have Oscar holding on the catwalk. They have enough flags going for the long rotate around towards A, it seems, or maybe actually going to flake around into B. We'll find out in just a second. Let's see, where's he going to go? B being contested. We'll spot out one man, but unfortunately will not pick up the kill. Will be taken down by the ace 23 of Rami. And Waffy going to be dropped as well. Safe, though, could actually get the return. think he knows where he is. Just the general direction. He's kind of waiting for him to push around from the side, it seems. And we'll even get a couple of respawns on top of him here, so... He will push out, and he will die. Pushes out right when I switch away from him. Is that the M16? So M16 being used here. Interesting. We saw that a little bit, actually, in the offline finals. Saw a little bit of a change up the AK, the CZs coming out, the M16s. Still, obviously, quite a few aces in there. But it was nice to see teams changing things up, and well, MhSV still to maintain the 2-1 hold. May even be able to pick up a tri-cap, though, being back-capped in the meantime, so they will trade C for B. They'll be happy with that. They'll be okay. And actually, they mess up the cap onto C. They kind of hop off of it, and it allows a little bit of a tri-cap to come in. And MhSV is now up 5 tickets. Should be able to pick up a nice little bit of a lead here, as long as they can kind of stabilize and stop dying here left and right. I mean, it is 12-11 in kills. Let's over to Banshee. Watch him use this. Well, the man on Dogwalk, Wathy, picks up 1 kill. It looks like he did fall, though. Actually, no, he didn't. He's still sitting there, but they're going for the capital A, or at least they're sending Mr. Nevax over there. I believe it's already been spotted. And he just spotted out 1 man as well right there. He even jump up, try to spot him back again to help out. And, well, he knows he's going to be met here. And, well, it doesn't seem like Safe expected 2 people to be there. Unfortunately, he will die from that. So, A will be lost. C can be picked up in the meantime, though. And now B being contested. Banshee pushed up under the staircase here, trying to secure this flag. And it looks like he actually will pick it up here. So, it's only about a 20-ticket lead. He will be dropped, though, very, very quickly. And now MYM going to start to move in towards this B flag to pick it up, to cap it over. Now, action from Dogwalk. It's really tough to hit those shots, as you can see. And well, Puncher will give them the high ground support. Safe, fortunately, doesn't win out in the 1v1 right there. And that still will be able to maintain that flag here. But Flag's actually, he's the man going towards Dogwalk now. It was Sayo originally kind of going for a little bit of a rotate in the roles. Maybe Sayo's feeling a little bit more confident in this one. And Rami is now 7-1 here. So let's actually tune in with him. Let's see how many kills he can pick up. He's been pretty unstoppable here so far. And actually, in the meantime, he will pick up C. So we'll get the back cap on this. And MYM was trying to go for the cap on the B, so it's going to be a tri-cap now. MhSV really coming out big here. Finally able to turn some things around. It looks like A will be picked up in just a second, so tri-cap short-lived. Even potentially B now being contested. Let's see, Rami 7-1. Let's see if we can pick up any more. Those guys coming. And he will trade 1-for-1 with him. But get revived back up, so he's still alive. 8-1. He's still going. But with 26 HP, I don't think he's going to live much longer. You can get the revive to his teammate. Start to heal up a little bit. And it's now 101-91, so only a 10-ticket difference. You know, MhSV, who actually chose Locker, where MhSV won, are performing a lot better here on this map. They actually are about to take the lead here from MYM. If they can keep this pace up. Rami, you're killing me, man. I started tuning into you, and this whole last minute, you've killed 1 person. There we go. Number 2 comes in. Well, number 3, yes! Wow, he's going to pick up a double there. And that's going to allow him to take the B flag. Going to be able to pick up the tri-cap. And MhSV are starting to struggle a little bit. Again, picks up another. He's 11-1. He finally does get dropped, though. He's dead for good this time. Let's see, actually, Banshee, who's using guided missiles. That nice jump throw coming in. Oh, I hate when I see that sometimes. Because you know the player's like, I hope they weren't watching that. I hope they weren't watching that. I hope they didn't see that. But no, we saw it. Let's go for the reload. Oof, gets taken down instead by the frag grenade. Puncher able to get the better of him. Now B being contested over for MYM. Looks like they will secure it, but now we have, honestly, Rami going for the long rotate around towards B yet again. And I don't think he's going to be stopped anytime soon here as Flags hasn't really been able to notice him here so far. Let's see, where's he going to go? Crossing Dogwalk. Spots up Mr. Smooth, gets the headshot. He's trying to help maintain B, which is being pushed from a couple different directions. You can see we have Tiva getting behind them, picking up, well, no kills, but just assists there. And they will trade from both teams. But MYM's still going to pick up the B flag, though. They've lost C completely from Rami, going for that long rotate down street side. And now they're going to go for A here. Nevek's the only man to defend this. We'll pick up one, but we'll be turned around on. Actually, he'll be killed by his teammate, TU, who does get the revive in. So he'll come back alive. And he flag is going to be maintained for a little bit longer. And the next going to go for a rotate maybe towards middle. Maybe trying to hit them where they're a little bit light. And well, they do have a little bit of a lead here. 72 to 64. And MYM almost getting a wipe right there, taking out 4 people in a row. They should be able to pick up a tri-cap, which they're going for, but they need to maintain A. They have 2 men back here. They have 1 man from Catwalk watching B when there's 3 men pushing it, and they have Safe coming from behind them, and Safe could actually make a huge play right now if he can pick up these kills. Just look down towards his right. Is he at the flank? It looks like actually those men went straight towards A instead here, so he's going to start to push in, picks up 1 kill. He's trying to hold on to his A flag. In the meantime, B is being capped over, it seems. I want to say for MhSV. No, it's actually being picked up from Makers, but C's being capped here, and Safe just going to hold this line. He's not going to bother crossing it right now, just going to make sure that they are stuck towards this A flag. And now, obviously, Rami, he will be able to pick up maybe 1 kill. And even that, he will go down. So BC maintained. Novax gets the better of, I believe, Safe right there. And will now start to be able to push in towards this B flag. If he wants to go for it, you can see MhSV has dropped now about 20 tickets. They're starting to fall a little bit behind. They're definitely performing a lot better on this map than they've done prior. Operation Locker was definitely not one of their stronger maps, at least against Makers, who seem to have the perfect read on them. Again, every person I go to just dies, but this could be potentially, you know, a nice 50-ticket lead here for Makers. They can keep this pace up. As long as they can keep picking these frags, it's currently 51 to 40 in kills. You see Safe at 12 and 8. You see Flax at 17 and 4. You see Seo at 12 and 7 under the name Oscar. And Rami, the only one to really stand out too much for his team, is 12 and 5. Though you do have a 10 and 8 out of TU here. So it looks like they did lose control of C. Safe going to push straight through towards the A flag. And they will still maintain the 2 to 1 in just a few seconds. But 56 to 26, 30-ticket advantage. We're going to close this one out. Being attacked here. Flax just, unfortunately, not really hitting any of those shots. As you can see, Wafi, oof, nice spot. Actually, a nice little bait coming in. And we'll catch for a little bit of damage. But it will force him away here and won't be secured. Mr. Smooth has been able to cap it. Imagine he'd be pushed in from a couple different directions here. He's got to be careful. Only 3 people now alive here from MhSV as C is being picked up by Makers. Immediately going to push towards A, but he's hit for the backside here. He's still alive. The 4 HP left. And it looks like he will just barely survive this one. Getting healed up. Nades coming in and forcing him out of position. And Oscar will secure that kill. So it looks like they might lose out on A, but they should be able to pick up B here. And now they're counting on this back spawn out of Rami to do a little bit of work here. And well, you're seeing, unfortunately, not going to work out. He will get taken down, and now this should be the final push. Can they get a 2-cap back? Oscar watching the rotates, picks up 1, looking for number 2. And Seo just unfortunately doesn't catch on the second one. Just going to nade in, get shots from a couple different directions, but they hold the push. And now MhSV need to throw bodies at this spot. They need to pick up as quick as they can, and as long as Punch Roll just delays and stalls, or gets hit in the back with an FGM, then they might... No, ultimately get tri-capped here. When you're so close to victory, it's 44 to 8, and they get tri-capped almost at the very end. That could lose them that lead that they do have, and right now it's 39 to 4. This lead's slowly dwindling away. Makers need to be safe. Need to be careful about this push, and speaking of the man safe, he's able to pick up 1 kill. Now his teammate did go down from this one. He looks like he's going to rotate towards A instead. No. They make some decisive moves, and they picked up the kills to actually wipe them clean at B. And that should be the end of it here, because right now, obviously, the side of MhSV cannot respawn in. And now TU is, well, basically the last man in the squad. 2 tickets left to go. C-Cap going to be held onto, and there we go. So, 29 tickets is the end of that first half for Makers. Not as good as it could have been, but still, a victory here nonetheless for him. And now we go into the second half, or potentially it could be the final semifinal here. And you can see Fox 21-7 had a fantastic game right there. Seo at 17-10. Punch Roll, typically a top fragger for his team, not really doing that well at 7-12. But on the other side, Rami 15-8. He was what, 11-1 at one point, something like that. Fortunately, his momentum was just completely halted Once we stopped watching him, pretty much, or once we started watching him. And you look at smooth 4 and 13, 14-13 for TU. So, I mean, MhSV, like, if you look at the kills alone, they should have lost by a lot more tickets, or at least it seems like they should have. But MhMaker is just kind of getting back capped over and over again. And they're not really watching the respawns. They're not trying to prevent them from happening. Because of that, they're down to a 29 ticket lead instead of potentially, it was 50, 60? But either way here, start this one back up. MhMaker's now on the shiny side. Let's see what they do start out with here. As you saw, a 5-man push straight towards that A flag, and then rotate around towards the planters off the back of it. Let's see what they decide to go for. What's happening? Seems like they're not going to go for the boost at all. And they might just go for the push out towards A, it seems. Not going to contest C at all. Or even B. Yep. Oh, they do get a little bit of a boost up. And they send safe, actually. Oh, to watch the push from C. Very interesting play out of him. Trying to play very defensive off the get-go. Is he going to shoot through that? No. Oh, spots one man out heading towards B. It's going to be Mr. Nevex just going to chase him down here. Oh, he's crouching, trying to chase him out. Looks like Safe will be able to back away with a little bit of help from Sayo right there. So they pick up the first frag. They pick up a second one here towards Planters. And obviously, Rami has been able to get control of Catwalk here. And, well, nade coming in, gets Flax. So we're taking on the man who was going big at 21-7 for them last half. Looks like we might even see a tri-cap come in here. The C-spawn's coming in. Mr. Smooth, who only had 4 kills last half. He's come out pretty big here, and well, got caught looking the wrong direction. And that should be C picked up here. Rami trying to defend, though, from this top side. Oh, you can see him. He's taken out by the nade. Or no, not even the nade. Yeah, that wasn't a nade. Sorry, Safe gets a kill. So, early start here for the side of MhSV. 2-1 hold. Got about a 20 ticket lead. Just trying to get a little bit of a kill advantage as well. I don't know if they can keep this pace up. Obviously, we've seen them in the past be able to pick up, some decent leads, but at least for MhMakers are able to hold them off and kind of turn the game around. But they're doing a good job. They're kind of going for like a little bit of line defense. We're not seeing that typical Epsilon hold with the one man towards staircase. Banshee gets caught switching weapons. Safe is. Oh, he's gonna push straight through. Oh, he's waiting to see if anyone's gonna flank him actually, and I don't know what he's shooting at. Oh no, he did actually see someone. I didn't even notice to you there. And we'll force him back with that grenade. So it could allow the A push. Still, MhMaker's sitting on only 1 flag. They've been struggling to get a second one here. They've actually haven't even been trying to hit this A flag, and they will pick up a 1 kill towards A here as Mr. Nevex now the last man to defend against this. Being pushed out by the grenades, not to mention the AK out of safe, and that should be A turned over though. Rami still here. Got a little antsy with that shot. Got a little antsy with that one as well. And we'll pick up the kill on the flag. So eventually the bait does work. C will be turned over in just a few seconds for MhSV. MhMakers are just stripping away tickets. Remember, if MhSV dropped below 29, the MYM would have secured a 2-0 victory and to play up against Epsilon in the grand finals. Control, nice shot comes in on the 2. Does clean that one up. Does maintain the A hold here. But again, they're not really contesting at all this B flag. I mean, yeah, they don't have control of Catwalk, but as long as you have Dogwalk, that's all you really matters. And, well, Safe is trying to lock it down. Looks like he has secured it as well. And find their team pushing towards B. So they should be able to secure that one. They should be able to pick it up. Now the third of Batcaps comes in. As it looks like what Punch was there already defending, waiting for that push around. And I believe Rami, I guess he kind of knows that he's there as he's been watching his back, make sure he's not getting flanked in. 127 to 75 now. 50 ticket deficit for MYM. And TU is surrounded. And by TU, I mean Mutual Makers were surrounded. But they clean up the kills. Pick up 3 frags actually right there. So now they just have to run to B. Stop this from being capped over. Contest it a little bit. It will be neutralized, yes, but I don't think it'd be fully capped. And then once they get this kill on the Banshee, that will pick up the 2 to 1 and maybe allow them a little bit of time here to set up. Oof, well, we're not able to get the kill on the Banshee, who's actually surviving here. He's able to maintain the hold on the B, and well, MYM looks like they went for a C push instead, so they're getting A, they're getting B now, and even getting C. And now the tri-cap, which I honestly didn't really expect here, is going to be secured, and well, MhSV going to go for the long rotate towards A. You can see MhSv's all focused on this direction, which actually might be their undoing at this point. And well, that will be MhSV getting the full rotate across. And well, MhSv trying to rotate back into B, gets taken down from behind. And MYM, this is a very unorthodox tri-cap hold coming in, but you know what? That 50 ticket deficit they had is now down to about 20. And they could actually pull this one out here. You can see MhSv waiting for the rotate around this corner. Control knows exactly where he is. It looks like MhSv going to go for on the rotate here. And they'll actually only kill 1 here, but they will get the second one. TU does secure that. And they cannot pick up A, but they haven't really gone to it just yet. Banshee, he doesn't pick up the kill, but he knows exactly where the enemy is. He does shut down Seo here, but again, A will finally be picked up. C could potentially, but Wafi already waiting for it. Gets a nice easy shot on Arami, so he will hold C for a little bit longer if he can pick up this last 1v1. And look at that, even game. And MYM, if they can get MhSV down to below 29 tickets, will have secured themselves a spot into the grand finals, which has honestly been a very long time since they've been there. And would be definitely a huge morale booster for them if they can pick up these, this round. So B being capped over under the staircase here by Nevex. Just gonna neutralize it and back away. A little bit of a smart move. Does force MYM to go back in and cap it over, but look at this hold they have. As long as they can kill Nevex here. Oof. Not enough right there as Seo does secure that one. So they have a nice line defense here. And they honestly could bleed away 40 tickets really easily right now. If they can just pick up, you know, if they can wipe MhSV, that will be 20 tickets now gone. And that will force them to play with about 20 left. Let's see the push coming in. Kind of from planter side. TU looking for the headshot. Yeah, he probably should switch to your regular gun. Pistol wasn't working out too well. And that'll be 2 kills coming in. Oscar will go down as he's trying to go for the, I think, one man actually, his Flax is going for the rotate around. And if Rami can survive the push here, which he won't be able to, Wafi, I think, secured it. I think that actually could be it. There's about 30 tickets left, not even 30 tickets left to go, 20 tickets left to go. And you can just see MhSV are just dying every time that they run towards a flag. Every time. Can I stand a person that actually stays alive for a little bit here? No, I can't, apparently. And that should be it. Tri-cap will happen yet again. About 15 tickets remaining here. And they're being forced to respawn, and actually they neutralize it. They don't go for the cap. They back away to play it safe. And now 10 tickets left to go. This is their final push. They have to cap something really quickly and then not lose a single man while MYM have 60 tickets left to work with here. And you can see the respawns coming in. A little bit dangerous here. Now 5 tickets left to go. They're going for that big last desperate push onto B, but they're being wiped out in a couple different directions here every time there's a man heading towards it. Now with 3 tickets, now 2 left to go. This should be it. MhSv is going to advance into the finals against Epsilon after winning 2-0 over MhSV. Again, the first time in a long time that they've been able to actually get there. Honestly, very well done for them. I'm actually quite proud of them considering they've been struggling a lot lately with just performing in these online cups. I mean, I think the first season they started off really well. They got to the finals and they went downhill from there. Second season they went uphill from the beginning. Not really doing too well to kind of playing better. Last season they were just consistently not that great. And then now this season, obviously getting to the finals is a good start for them here. So guys, we're going to quick little break here. When we come back, it will be our grand finals. It will be Epsilon up against MhSv. Hopefully it'll be a couple minutes and we'll see you then.